This is Miss Hennigan, and I'm in Noodle Tools, and I'm going to show you how to export your works cited. Remember that Noodle Tools is connected to your Microsoft Office account, and this is going to make your research paper process like so much easier. It's just one reason that Noodle Tools is awesome, because you're not going to have to retype all the stuff into a works cited. All you have to do is export it. So this is my inbox, and this is all of y'all's stuff. So I'm just going to pick one of the cases. I'm going to pick Miranda versus Arizona, because I know that this person has multiple sources. So I'm pretending that I'm you. So you're going to go in here, you're going to go to your sources, and then you have to make sure everything says approved, okay, all that. Once you have all 5 sources, then you can go to print and export. But first I'm going to go to formatting options, okay? This will say a list title. You need to make sure that your title is works cited, not anything else. The only thing it should say at the top of your paper is works cited, okay? There should not be a page header. There should not be any annotations, okay? It should just say works cited and then a list in alphabetical order by last name of all the sources, okay? So I checked that. It should only say works cited. Now I'm going to go to export to Word Online. Remember, Word Online is what you want to do everything in, because it saves it automatically, and you can log into your Noodle Tools, or you can log into Microsoft Office and get there anytime. So I'm going to do export to Word Online. Okay? So over here, this is where it's going to send me, and it says, okay, I got to sign into my account. All right? Ta-da! Okay? But I'm not done yet, because in a works cited, we have what is called a hanging indentation. Okay, so there's one, I know from here that there's three things, I think. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. She's got 4 sources in here, okay? But one of the things that you have to do for a works cited, it has to be an hanging indentation. So how you do that is you go and select everything. Okay, there's several ways you can do it, but the easiest way to do it is select everything, go to page layout, and do paragraph, and see where it says here indentation. You need to say special, and you need to say hanging. Okay, it should be double space. All you have to change on this is hanging. Okay, now for some reason, so see how that's hanging, like it's hanging over the line, but for some reason here the margin is not right. Okay, so the margin, it needs to be, let me see, margins, you want it normal, let's see, I think it should be 2 all around, yes, let's try that, margins 2, whoops, not 21, that would be weird, let's try that, nope, that's not right either, that's good, see, I'm doing this on purpose so you can see what not to do, okay? But I think also what we can do is just do that. Yes. You might have to, there might be an easier way. In fact, I think what I'm going to have to do is when you first get it, left align it like this, and then go like this. Remember, go to page layout, and then it says none, so you got to switch it back to hanging, and then it should be okay. Ta-da! And now it's done. Look. Okay, all it says is works cited. Remember, it's 12-point font, Times New Roman. It has to be aligned over here. Okay, and look, there is your works cited, and it's ready to go. Now, if you got that, then you can stop listening to my beautiful voice. But if you want me to show you another one, I'm going to do another one just so I can show you how to make sure the margins are better in a better way. Okay, so I'm going to go over here. I'm going to find one that has multiple. Okay, here's Brown versus Board of Education. Okay, I'm pretending that I'm Emily right now. I'm going to sources, like all of those things. She even has like checked off that she's printed stuff. Awesome. Okay, now some of the sources, I think there might be one source, this blog one here. And so I'm going to try to see how to, I'm going to worry about that later. Okay, so I'm going to go to print and export, make sure formatting options, it says works cited. Okay, I'm going to do export to Word Online. If you're logged in, it should log you in, but it's also good that, you know, you just have to log yourself right back in and it does it. Okay, so here's all the stuff, but there's a couple things wrong. It's not, the margin isn't right, and it's missing the hanging indentation. So I'm just going to select all. Well, actually, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to align it over here with each indentation. And the way to tell what is an indentation is you're looking for the period, because a period should be the very last thing for every indentation. I mean, for every works cited. Okay, so now that I have it all, the margins are right. I don't need this. I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to go to page layout, and I'm going to change it to what? Hanging indentation. Okay, everything else is correct. And then there you go. Okay, so all of her things are now in alphabetical order by last name. But if you notice, some of these don't have an author. So what the Noodle Tools does is it organizes it by the first word in the heading, in the title. So because there's 3 things that are Brown versus Board of Education, and the Noodle Tools knows how to alphabetize it correctly. Okay, so I hope that this is helpful, and I'm going to put a couple other videos up about how to do note cards, but for now this is just the one that I want you to use as a cheat sheet to create a works cited. So good luck. I can't wait to see all of your final products of your paper.